Hello and welcome to another Pendragon Straight Talk. This week's question is always asked around about this time of the year. It's, what do I do before the end of the tax year? Now, it obviously depends whether you're a company or an individual, but if you're an owner of a company, then you need to talk with your accountant quite soon, immediately I would say, and get a rough idea of how much profit you think you might be making before the end of the year. If you are making profit, then look at what you need to obtain over the next 6 months, so that you can perhaps purchase some of those this side of the tax year, so that you reduce your profit and therefore you reduce your tax. Unless you are looking as a business owner or a contractor to keep the profit and pay the tax on it. One thing you look at whether you are an owner or employer is your extra super contributions. That's always a good area to look at because that's a good place where you can maximise a return off of taking some money from either the company or salary packaging. I'm not a qualified financial advisor or superannuation specialist, so please go and talk to them. But at the end of this tax year, you can put up to 30,000 or 35,000 into your super tax-free. But next year it will be a flat 25k no matter what your age is. So it's worth talking to your advisors about that and see what you can sacrifice or take out of your profit to bolster your super before the end of the tax year. The best thing to do as an owner is to see how your profit and loss is tracking and talk to the accountant about how to best utilise the profit now and not before the end of the year, before the end of the year tax, via your super, as I mentioned earlier, or purchasing items that you may need in the next 6 months, such as laptops, new computers, phones, I don't know, stuff that you may not need to buy just yet, but why not get it in now and refresh and even give some of the staff some nice new stuff for the new tax year. Or you could always look at your charity, your favourite charity, and make a tax-free donation to those. If an individual, then start to get your paperwork in order, read your expenses that you're looking to claim, and also talk to someone there about your super as well. If you have the capacity to salary sacrifice some of your pay from now until the end of the tax year, then look at that. You might just add another $500 or $1,000 to who knows. Plus, you too could consider maybe a tax donation to your favourite charity if you have some spare cash. If you're a contractor, then you need to consider all of the above. We are looking at all of this for our employees and contractors at the moment, and we're running through to see what further options there are around them maximising their net take home and reducing their tax that they have to pay before the end of the year. So talk to your accountant now and get the best advice to what you can do with your spare profit or salary you may have. Thanks for listening. I look forward to talking to you next week.